Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name's Jeanette Oak. I go by @InMySeams online, and today you're watching my at-home slow fall morning routine. Like every morning, I start off by making my bed. I feel like this is a step that I cannot skip. I'm sure you've heard the quote that you are 206% more likely to become a millionaire if you make your bed. The moment I heard that, it changed my life and it made me want to make my bed every single day. It makes me feel good knowing that I can accomplish little tasks from the start of my day. In this video, I want to show you guys a visual diary of what a slow morning looks like for me, whether that's waking up a little bit later than I intended to just to get a little bit more rest, but also just small habits that still make me feel very productive, even if it's slower. So this is ideal for anyone working from home. Maybe it's a Saturday, maybe it's your day off, but this is still a way that you can stay productive on those slower days. In this next portion of the video, I did do my devotions and I decided to put a quote in here that really stood out to me, and that's, "If it's out of your hands, it deserves freedom from your mind too." This quote meant a lot to me because lately I've just been feeling a little bit overwhelmed with a lot of different things that are out of my control. Something that I'm working on is releasing a sense of control. I find that even in my professional and personal life, when I feel guilty for the things that I don't do a good job at, or I feel like I could be doing better, or I feel very defeated, or I even feel defensive about having to prove myself to other people to gain validation, all of these different things can make me feel very defeated very quickly. It's something that I've realized comes down to this need for control in my life. I've tried my best to release it on my own, but honestly, the only thing that's helped me is prayer. I'm not putting this in the video for you to see that I'm a good Christian or that my life is great or that I think I'm better than anyone. I genuinely am putting this in here because it's become a big part of my life, bigger than it always has. I mean, I've been born and raised a Christian my entire life, but I don't think I had a very active prayer life until very recently. I've been going to early morning prayer on Tuesdays and Thursdays at my church. In the Korean Christian tradition, it's very common. It's a practice called 새벽기도, or early morning prayer, or early dawn prayer. And in this time, you spend the hour just in prayer. I've wanted to bring this practice to my own home because I think my house needs to be filled with prayer. There's a lot of things I do at home. I work from home. I try to meditate at home. I eat and sleep and watch TV and hang out with my friends at my house. And this is a place where I really need to fill it with prayer so that the Holy Spirit can just really fill my mind with more of Him. Because of my social media job, I find that I have a lot of negative self-talk, or I feel like I'm not doing well enough compared to all these other people. And this isn't something new. I'm sure you've heard many people struggle with this if you've interacted with anyone that does social media for a living. But I've just realized how important it is to cover every corner of my house with prayer and just with the Spirit, so that when I'm at home and I'm working from home, it doesn't attack my mind, it doesn't make me feel worthless, and I can truly find my security and identity in Christ. Once I have finished my devotions and just my personal time with the Lord, I do like to go ahead and plan my day. I don't do this every single day, but I do find that it's really important for me to do on my slower days or days where I am just at home, because I find that it helps me stay as productive as possible. When I'm sitting at home, the hours just go by so quickly, and I look at the clock and I don't understand how so many hours went by. So I have to plan out my day just to make sure I'm staying on top of being productive and just getting house things done or little things done for work. Planning my day is a step that I really try not to skip. Now, it's one of my favorite parts of the morning when I do my morning skincare routine. I don't care if it's 5 a.m., I don't care if it's 10 a.m. I love doing my skincare routine. I am going to do an updated skincare video for you guys because my skin has just been through the craziest journey in the last 3 years. But make sure you scrape your tongue. Okay, I'm going to leave that part in there. So I'm going to link all of the products in the description box below for you to see exactly what I'm using. But in the morning, I do use just a gentle cleanser. I love this one by CeraVe. This is the foaming one, I believe. I don't really like the cream one. I do like the foaming one better. And this game changer step in my skincare is to fan the products into my face and not wipe it with a towel. I feel like there's a lot of bacteria that harvests in the towel, and the water just moistens my skin. It's an extra step like doing an essence. I start off by doing a toner, and then I go in with some sort of essence or serum. This is a pretty streamlined skincare routine for me, but I'll always do some kind of a toner, then a serum, and then I'll go in with a moisturizer, and then later, right before I do my makeup, I will put sunscreen on. If I know I'm gonna stay home all day, then I don't really wear sunscreen. But these are products that I genuinely love. These are products that I use every single day and products that I would repurchase time and time again. I have to admit, as much as I want to say that I'm really good at being organized and I'm maintaining a very aesthetic lifestyle, I actually have a really hard time folding my clothes and putting clothes away properly and neatly. It's definitely one of the biggest pain points of my life. I will wear workout sets on most days because I go to the gym almost every day. So I like to be in the workout set so that I have all the motivation just to get up and go at any time of my day. A few of my favorite active brands. My first would be Honor Active. That's spelled O-N-E-R Active. This set here is by Set Active, and of course I love wearing my Nikes. So remember when I said that skincare is my favorite part of my morning routine? I think I may have misspoke because I love making breakfast. One thing about me is I love to cook. I don't care if it's baking, cooking, anything. I love making food. It's one of my favorite things to do. I actually recently watched Gordon Ramsay's masterclass class, and it was amazing. I learned so much. And it's just inspiring to make your own food, know what you're eating, know the ingredients that are in there. I will also say that since making my own food, I find that my bloating has gone down. Again, I don't condone negative diet culture or anything like that, but it is nice to know that the things that I'm putting in my body is liking. And a good friend of mine told me recently that the best diet is the one that you can keep. So with his advice, I have definitely just been eating the way that I know how to eat, and being graceful to myself. I know that breakfast is not everybody's go-to meal, but I definitely will say breakfast and dinner are my favorite meals of the day. So today I decided to make a egg scramble with Parmesan cheese, also some yogurt as well. I haven't had eggs in my house, I would say, for a strong 6 to 8 months. I really had the egg ick bad. It was really, really bad. And recently I bought this first case of eggs again, and it's good. I'm trying to cook it and not get the ick again. So I'm just trying to get over it. But I like eating eggs with my rice, and then I also like doing a scramble like this where I will whisk the eggs with a little bit of flax milk. This is the milk that I have. It has a little bit of protein in it too, so if you're interested in some protein milk, that's really great. And then I will just pour that into the pan, and the best way for me to describe this process is to push the eggs with your spatula. I do season my eggs just a tiny bit, nothing crazy. Some onion powder, maybe some garlic powder, not garlic salt, because the Parmesan cheese is kind of salty for me anyway. So I will just push with the spatula, and then I will put that on a slice of pumpernickel toast. I'm obsessed with this toast. I love this brand. They do pumpernickel and they also do fitness bread. I love both of them, but it's just so crunchy and thin. It's the best kind of bread. I love the dark grains because I feel like it adds a lot of depth of flavor. And I always have to top it with some extra Parmesan cheese because I just love Parmesan cheese. I could eat it on its own. Carbone even serves it as an appetizer as it is, but this just looks so delightful. I add some pepper on top, again, some extra cheese, because you know when people at a restaurant will say, just tell me when. Like, I won't tell you when because I just want you to keep going with the cheese. And then I have a side of pesto. I just wasn't sure if I wanted to add it while I was cooking it or after. Glass of water. Definitely love to say grace and thank God for this meal. And then I do like to watch something when I'm eating, and lately I've been watching a YouTuber that I've been really obsessed with. Her name is Kira Amanique. And I just love her aesthetic and her style of editing, and it's just re-inspired me to also get on my YouTube grind and just edit my videos. And next, I went in and washed all of these dishes. I will say, as much as I love to cook, I hate doing the dishes. So it's very humbling to make something very, very yummy, but then be greeted with a pile of dishes. And also my sink is quite small, so I just have to get them out of the way. After a good hearty breakfast, I will go into my office and I will just start work. My work entails a lot of different things, whether that's editing videos, coordinating with brands, emailing back and forth with brands, getting on Zoom calls, and normally on days before a Zoom call, I'll do a really light face. But if you guys want a separate makeup video, let me know in the comments down below. But I really appreciate you spending the morning with me, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!